Nixon, go home! Nixon, go home! Nixon, go home!
A marked change of mood inside for the signing of the Great Lakes Cleanup Agreement in the chandeliered Confederation Room on Parliament Hill. It culminates 8 years of effort to reverse the trend to slow death in some of the lakes. Today, it's predicted that in 5 years, people will once more swim in the now polluted areas of Lakes Ontario and Erie, and trout will abound again. Symbolically, the lakes have been a grim reminder of all the terrible things that have been happening to the North American environment. So the signing, for symbolic reasons and much more, was hailed here as a milestone in the world battle against pollution. Prime Minister Trudeau said the agreement dealt with the most vital issue of all, the process of life itself. It promised to restore to a wholesome condition an immense area that through greed and indifference had deteriorated disgracefully. President Nixon said the agreement extended the great tradition of cooperation between the two countries. The new agreement would be a great symbol of international cooperation as man makes peace with nature. The agreement commits the two countries to effective waste treatment facilities in all municipalities by 1975, and a reduction of about a half in the detergent phosphates now dumped into the lakes. Canada is ahead of the United States in this area, already committed to a 5% phosphate ceiling this year. Under the new agreement, the International Joint Commission becomes the pollution policeman, with a Great Lakes Board made up of federal, provincial, and state governments. The agreement is signed, but to succeed, it's going to need the support and the hard cash of all those levels of government. After the signing, it was off to the airport and home for President Nixon.
Outside, a small but vocal demonstration was building up as Canadian and American leaders inside toasted the new agreement in champagne. These demonstrators are part of the movement for the liberation of Canada, a group pushing for economic independence. Showing their distaste for American symbols as well as American presidents, the stars and stripes were ripped from a flagstaff and tossed to the crowd below. Business done, President Nixon and his party started toward the airport and arrived there with little ceremony and no incidents. It was only then that more demonstrators from Toronto, Montreal, and even some Americans arrived on the Hill. They'd been delayed by city police. Today's protests, aimed at a wide variety of ills, polarized on Vietnam and papier-mâché figures mocked Canadian complaints.